Welcome everyone. So in the last unit, we learned about how to bias the diode, and we learned that there are two ways you can bias the diode. One way is that the forward biased, another one is reverse biased. When it was forward biased, the connection was made such that P side of the diode is connected to the positive terminal of the voltage source, and the N side of the diode is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source. And when your diode was forward biased, we found out we have two current flowing. One is the diffusion current, which is from P side to N side. Another one is drift current, which is from N side to P side. So the total diode current ID equals to IDIF minus IDrift. However, in diode, when it is forward biased, the diffusion current component ID is much bigger than the drift current component, because the diffusion current is due to the majority carriers and the drift current is due to the minority carriers. And we already know the majority carrier is very high compared to the minority carrier. So therefore, diffusion current is roughly 10 to the power 6 times bigger than the drift current component. Just to give you an idea, if the diffusion current is measured in milliampere, the drift current is generally in nanoampere to picoampere range. On the other hand, when the diode is reverse biased, the connection is made in such a way that the P side of the diode is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source, and the N side of the diode is connected to the positive terminal of the voltage source. So this external voltage causes the depletion region width to be very big. So we have got higher depletion region width. So therefore, the internal electric field becomes even bigger than equilibrium conditions, which means there is no diffusion current, because the chances of diffusion from P side to N side by hole is smaller than it was in equilibrium condition or open circuit condition. So we don't have any diffusion current. So however, since there is an electric field inside the depletion region, which can allows the minority carriers to be drifted from P side to N side and N side to P side. So correspondingly, we're going to have a minority carrier current, which is I drift. So of course, this drift current is from N side to P side. So again, since it is due to the minority carrier, the amount of the carrier is around nanoampere to picoampere range. Now, as we have already figured it out that the diffusion current component is very big compared to the drift current component, roughly around 10 to the power 6 to 7 times. So in practical purpose, we can ignore the drift current component compared to the diffusion current component. So if I ignore it, I can set this one is equal to 0. I can also set this one is equal to 0. So that means the total diode current ID becomes only IDIF, which is the current due to the majority carrier or the diffusion current, and it flows from P side to N side. And similarly, since I set or ignored drift current, so when it is reverse biased, ID becomes 0. Now that can be shown here. So when it is forward biased, we have a current, yes. When it is reverse biased, we don't have any current. That can be shown intuitively using these pictures. So let's say diode is forward biased, and since a current is flowing, so we can consider the diode is on, and it can be represented as short circuit, as if it's on, and the current is non-zero, and the current is flowing from P side to N side. However, when the diode is reverse biased, so we found out there is no current. ID is equal to 0. So ID is equal to 0 means as if the diode is off, or off state, or open circuit. So that means the diode can be moved between two states, on state and off state. On state when it is forward biased, and off state when it is reverse biased. So that means that can be considered as a voltage controlled switch. And when it is on, the current flows, and current always flows from P side to N side. And when it's off, there is no current in either direction. So definitely no current flows from N side to P side. So now this way we can explain the symbol for diode. So already said this is our P side, this is our N side. So the arrow indicates the direction of current flow. So that means always P side to N side. The arrow, the current always flows in the direction as pointed by the arrow. The bar indicates that no current can flow. So no current can flow in this opposite direction. Thank you.